Get it, huh? What's the deal? What's the deal, good people? What's the deal? All right, let's see what's going on. What's the deal? Stop shaking. Shake it like soft shake over there. God dog. There we go. Drop it down a little bit. What's the deal? What's the deal? All right, good people. Yeah, y'all was muted. Had to take care of little Vinny. Okay. Station. Add you in. One person. It will let me add one person at a time. It's finna get real. My mom watching. That's why I was talking to my mom. Okay. Okay. What's the deal? Okay, now I'm finna add you, Kitty.
Huh?
Finna add Kitty now.
More people?
Yeah, just one more.
Okay.
What's up, tonight? Oh, Jesus Christ.
I might need to put my phone on charger. Just
Huh?
maybe.
What percent is on?
56, I think.
Oh, you straight.
51.
It's trying to add you, Kitty.
Huh?
It's trying to add Kitty to say. I'll try to
Hey,
join it.
Trinae.
Okay. There we go. Approved. So she joining. There you go.
Hello, everybody.
Hi.
Hey.
Okay.
There you go.
Doing this in my car because it's a lot going on right now.
I
So,
feel you.
yeah.
We're hey, good people. D, I see you all the time. Kitty, I ain't seen you in years, girl.
I know. You know, we doing stuff.
Yeah, good to see y'all. Y'all can introduce yourself to the people.
I'm Daisha. I don't know what else to say.
Oh,
Well, I'm Kitty. Um, Currently in my professional career, I go by Key because it's a little bit more appropriate. Um, I've been married for 3 years, no kids, two great dogs, climbing the corporate ladder, that kind of thing. Nothing special.
okay, okay. Give me a little bit more, Deja. You give me a little
Okay.
bit more.
Come
Okay.
on,
Um, I don't know. I do a lot and a little at the same time. I currently work in payroll, but I'm in school. I'm in grad school to become a counselor in marriage and family therapy. I am single and I do not have any kids or any pets.
That's so beautiful, and I love that. Praise
That's
the Lord.
yeah,
For
yeah.
real.
The no kids part is, but anyway,
Great. Amen. Yes, Lord.
but yeah, y'all had to call on some of my uh, how can I put this? I had to call on some of the Avengers.
Okay.
Avengers.
So, yeah, I had to call on some of my people that I know that could carry this conversation because
Okay.
it can get a little deep. So this episode is called "What is a Woman?"
Mm.
and the topics are navigating life as a black woman in America, soft life versus survival mode, the the pressure to be a strong woman all the time, why black women are choosing peace over relationships, and things black women are tired of explaining. So where y'all want to start?
Um
You gonna guide us in a little bit, kind of,
Okay,
you know.
I think that we should hit on because this is what I really want to know. I kind of get, but I don't understand completely. I'm not a woman, but
mhm.
why are black women choosing peace over relationships?
I
I
think you said it. Go ahead.
well, listen. I about to say, as a married woman, and my husband knows this. We talk about it fairly often, so this is nothing that's like surprising. I mean, it's easier. It's easier to only have to worry about yourself and not having to take on that responsibility of having to care about another person. And in today's time, a lot of men, women, whatever you choose to date, I don't know. A lot of people are selfish in reality. They don't want to actually take time out to care about another person. And everybody's so, I don't care. Everybody want to be so nonchalant. Nobody wants to be vulnerable. Nobody wants to open up. So it's hard to maintain those relationships. And it at our big grown age, who got time for that for real? Uh, don't nobody want to fuss and fight with any
Nobody.
other adults to try and get them to be like, hey, so I love you, but I'm not gonna show you that I love you because I don't want to come off as if I'm doing too much. So I'm gonna act like I don't love you, even though I love you very much. However, what I am gonna do is I'm gonna go talk to a bunch of other people, and then I'm gonna decide, I'm just gonna. And then at that point in your head, you're supposed to know that you want me, and you're okay with it. We
Yeah.
grown. Who the hell? Can I cuss? Can I?
Go ahead.
Can I
Go
cuss?
ahead. Go ahead.
Who the hell got time for that? That's insane. I'm not doing that. No, at my big grown age, I ain't got time for that. Originally, my husband wanted to do the same thing. He thought he was about to go boop boop bop bop bop, and I said, "Yeah, baby, play that game with somebody. You know me, play that game with somebody else, please. This is strict program over here. I don't play none of that." And he got his stuff together, and hey, here we are. So,
Yeah. Okay.
but that's
Um,
me. Look, that's me.
I see.
I would say it's in the question. Why would we choose peace over relationships? Why we can't have peace in our relationship?
For sure.
And since this is a question, or since that is the question, if I can't have peace in my relationship, I'll have peace by myself because I refuse to be in a place where I continue to allow somebody to stress me out when I can. I don't want to say when I can do this by myself, but I can. Um, I've been married, and I was stressed and I was doing it alone, a lot of it alone. So I'm now in a place where I am going to choose peace over a relationship because I could have stayed there. I could have been there. I could still be there, but I didn't want to because I mean, there's many factors that went into the decision, that led to where I am now. But the ultimate factor is, or the ultimate fact point is, I don't want to be in that space anymore because I knew where I was and I knew it wasn't rewarding, it wasn't helpful. I was stressed out, I was drained. I'm not my best self in that environment. So I would rather have peace with just me and Jesus alone than to be allowing somebody to drag me through the mud because that's just not a life I want to live. I'm more than just a wife, or I'm more than just whatever box a person tries to put me in. So if it's involving stress, or if I have to be stressed out, or if I can't have both, I'll choose my peace. Thanks.
Yeah. This felt. This felt
Respectful.
because this. I mean, I really don't even think this a man or woman thing no more. That's across the board now because it's a lot of men out there that's choosing peace too. Uh, yeah. If you don't, you're gonna end up in a very sticky situation. Because you end up losing yourself.
Hmm.
No, it's a wrap.
Ain't
So
nothing
let's.
wrong with that.
Yeah, no, ain't no wrong with it all. I'm finna say let's pivot. I want to say that one for last because I feel like that's gonna be yeah. Okay, let's talk about soft life versus survival mode.
I went first last time. She gotta go first now.
Okay. Um. Ooh, what do I say? Well, okay, I'll say this. I think that society wants us to be soft in nature. They love the damsel in distress. Ideally, they love the idea of a damsel in distress.
Yeah,
But truthfully, the way that this world is turning, people don't want that for real.
No.
They really don't. You say that's what you want, but you really don't, especially when you realize what all comes into it. Because if you are in a relationship with a woman that does not know how to do anything, it's just kind of like you're more of a liability than you are an assist. Than you are a help me. What are you helping me do? And so back to the topic because I can go on a tangent. Um,
Please go on a tangent, girl. Tell
it's
the people what
like
they think.
since I'm single, I pump my gas. I put air in my tire. I wash my car. I have to do all these things. I have been in a lot of survival mode. I'm doing it all by myself. And so it's just like I can be soft, I am, but it's just like when do I have time to be? And when I'm getting with you or when I'm getting with whoever he is, I can be soft. I can tone it down a little bit because I do have a slight problem with allowing people to help me, but it's because I have done it for so long. Who is helping me now? I can't be a damsel in distress. I can't act like I don't know nothing. Um I can't, like, if I break a nail when I'm doing something in survival mode, I have to glue it back on later and just keep going. Cause who else is supposed to come patch me up like, oh my goodness, it's okay. I'll pay for your nails. I do that too. I pay
Yeah.
for my hair to get done. So it's just like, sure enough, I am soft when I can pencil it in. But other than that, it's just like I am in survival mode because I'm surviving.
Yeah.
I'm still soft, but I'm surviving at the same time. And so it's just like if by chance I may get a tad bit snippy because you doing me all day. I'm tired. I'm basically working two jobs because I'm in school and I work a full-time job and I got an internship and I'm active in the church and I try to have some kind of social life. So what you doing me all day, I don't want to hear it. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be mean, but can you come up with a plan? Because if I can find an hour, I really have to find it. If I can find an hour for you, then I'll go out. I'll be nice. I'll make sure I put my sugar scrub on so my skin will be soft and smelling good and everything. I'll do all that. But if we get there,
That's
you waste
funny.
my time. I'm mad,
Yeah.
and then I don't have. It ain't gonna be nothing soft coming out my mouth. I'm telling you. But and I hate to be that way, but it's what I was handed for the time being. So it's just kind of like I'm still soft, but just give me a second because I'm carrying it all by myself.
Mm,
Yeah, that's true. That's true. How you feel? How you feel, Kitty?
I don't know. My husband, we take care of everything. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Look,
And we love it.
For real.
I don't know. I don't know. No, but I will say when I was single, I understand that completely. And I have had when we probably within our first year of marriage, it was a conversation that was had about me having to let him lead and let him be a man because I was operating in survival mode, I guess. It was more so like I can always count on me, so I'm gonna listen to me. I'm not gonna listen to what you're saying if it sounds like it's wrong, but then I had to think like how does that make him feel as the person who's leading the household. So it took a while, but eventually I had to take a step back and just kind of let him do his thing. And of course, there's gonna be times where I don't agree or I'm okay with it, whatever. But it's trial and error, and I have to also realize that um, if I take the opportunity away from a man to be a man, then clearly, shit, what am I trying to do? I'm trying to be the boy at this point. And if that's the case, I could just be single.
Yep.
So, but I like everything that say your name one more time, girl. I'm sorry.
Daisha.
Daisha. Everything that Daisha said, I agree with completely. Like I said, as when I was single, I had those same problems and I struggled with that a lot. So, um, but shit, sometimes we gotta let go, girl. Sometimes we gotta let them try to lead, and then once we kind of figure that part out, you can kind of see what type of man it's gonna be. And of course, like, let's move on, or let's stay the course a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I think part of it too, like we all come in with certain expectations. Like, I know what I would do in this situation, but I mean, a lot of the times a man ain't never really had to be in a position where they had to lead another person for real. So if we don't allow them the opportunity to do it, it'll never get done, and we'll continue to operate in that survival mode. So
I
that's
agree.
all.
And to that, I will say that was one of my things when I was married. Because he used to be like, "That should just let me help you," and I'm like, "Wow, I got it." But
Yeah.
I get it. I do get it. Sometimes you just kind of have to. But and then I will say that it depends on the person too.
Yes,
You did say that after a while you will start to see what kind of person you're dealing with.
for sure.
Cause I dated after him and it was natural. He didn't have to ask me. I said I don't care if it's a pencil on the floor. I know I can bend up and bend down and pick it up.
Pick it up.
But if
Right.
he gonna get it, I'ma let him.
Right.
So I
Look.
think it really just depends
Oh yeah,
on
it
who you
does.
with. Cause
Uh,
it felt natural. With the other one, I
yeah,
got
nobody want to have to force anything, and then it's like it's trial and error too. You know, you got some men who they folks, they raised them to be head of, they basically raised them, hey, this head of the household. You got other folks who was babied and coddled their whole life, and they first time actually having a real responsibility is having to pay the internet bill. So I mean, like I said, it's just trial and error. You just gotta allow the opportunity to happen. And shit, I go as far as, if you can't even put me on the inside of the sidewalk, you are not a protector in my eyes. I don't give a damn if you a friend, boyfriend, cousin, whatever. That's, as a grown man, why am I walking on the outside? Why am I even having to touch a door?
That's
It's simple.
true. That's true.
I don't know.
I can't second that. That's actually is for real.
Yeah, like, I mean, some stuff is small. You don't have to do a trial and error to see, like, hey, I'm gonna see if you're gonna lead. The nigga won't even pay for your dinner, babe. It's simple. He don't like you. He not a leader. If
What's up,
anything,
Blake?
he wanna be a girl. He wants to be the girl at this
you
point. It's
know.
crazy. Let me shut
Mama
up.
said.
Let me shut up, because you know that's what they like to say. They pay for dinner. All of a sudden, you want them for their money, honey. Oh
Mama
God.
said. It's first nature in some of y'all to automatically operate in survival mode.
It
That's true.
is.
Yeah, it is. It is. And I was raised to operate in survival mode. My daddy, first thing he taught me, baby, if a man is trying to do something for you, always expect that they want something out of you, no matter what. So
My
yeah, that's what I'm talking about. But my dad, as the man that he is, he takes care of my mom very well. They've been married for almost 30 years now. Like, he knows how a man operates, when especially a grimy man, So he's like, hey, if a man talking about he want to take you out to dinner, always have your own money. You should always expect that the man is going to take care of it, but at the same time, have your own. Make sure that in the event that man say, "Oh well, I was paying for it to make sure I got some ass," you like, baby, don't even worry about it. Let me let
okay.
me pay. Look, let me pay for my tab. You can go on about your day. Don't even worry about it.
Because you can wash dishes by yourself.
Absolutely.
Oh,
I got me.
Look, don't worry. I got it. At this point, matter of fact, I got you too, because I don't even want you to go back there and wash the dishes, baby. I can pay for a little chili. I can pay for a little Texas Roadhouse. It's not that deep.
I'll make sure I bring it up for me. You'll have to figure it out. But me,
I ain't
I
even
got you.
tripping.
she said you
But
can
yeah.
wash dishes by yourself. That was funny.
If I have to be, if that's what you expect, then yes,
For real. That's
But
real.
now,
absolutely.
like, but the men, I be listening to some of my homegirls talk, and I just be like, what the hell? The boy can't coffee? Y'all can't, like, yeah, he want to go smoke, but you gonna allow the boy to tell you that y'all finna meet up to smoke in the car? You can
Yeah.
do that by yourself, baby.
Bare minimum,
Yeah.
Not
below
even
bare
that.
minimum.
The weed he already, or y'all finna match. Y'all, girl, what?
Hmm.
I don't even smoke. I think that's insane to use it as a first date anyway. What type of grown man wants your first time being with me? You want to make sure that I'm under the influence? And in my head, that's predatory. I don't give a fuck. I don't care who said it
I
and how they
agree.
try to fix it up. Like, oh, this is just chill. Your first time being around me, you want to make sure that I'm under the influence. That's weird, and you're a weirdo too.
I
Yeah.
agree.
Um, but hey, that's what our men are nowadays. So
That kind of goes into the next topic is the pressure to be strong all the time. I feel like black women are pressured to be strong all the time. That's how I feel.
We are.
Uh,
yeah,
uh, that's just based off what I see. Uh, we could take my mom for an example. That's Superwoman. I mean, of course, she has I lived in a strong two-parent household.
yeah,
But my mama, like my dad, he's Superman, but my mama is Superwoman.
facts.
So, from what I've seen, I have a lot of examples of black strong women in my immediate family and family overall. Uh, but I feel like it's too much pressure on y'all to be strong as well. At the
Hmm.
same point, y'all chime in on it.
I like it though. I ain't gonna lie. I like it because I don't know. So me personally, I'll say I got an ego problem. I'm just being honest about it. I got an ego problem. I don't want to be put in a position to fail. And so the standard of having to be strong all the time, though it can get overwhelming, I like it because I know that I'm always going to push myself past the limits that any person has set for me, including myself. So like when I say climbing the corporate ladder, like you're not about to tell me that I'm not about to be the director over such and such and such. Like if my mind is set for that, I know as a strong black woman I can get there. No matter what obstacle I gotta go through, ain't nothing about to stop me, no nothing. Um like right honestly, right now I'm sick. I've been sniffling since I've been on this dang thing. But you know what? I was like, I'm not about to go in the house and go lay down and not get on the call. I'm gonna go ahead and get this done. I'm gonna go in this house, take these little Advils and whatnot, and I'm gonna go enjoy the rest of my night. It's
Right.
Advil, NyQuil, and go enjoy the rest of my night. But I'm not about to. I don't know. I like the whole being strong thing. It's overwhelming, yes, but I hold myself to a very high standard. So and being strong, I won't let myself fall. Pretty much.
I feel you.
Well, um, in that regard, I agree. I was thinking about the other side of it though, like in a medical sense.
Mm,
I do not like how we aren't listened to because they expect us to be so strong.
Yep.
yeah.
When we say that we need support or we need help or we need something, nobody's listening. Nobody, it feels like nobody's coming to our rescue. Nobody is trying to help us. Yeah, we're strong and we're not denying it, but we need help.
Yeah.
If I'm telling you that I'm hurting, I don't need you to tell me what my pain threshold is. I said I'm hurting.
Right.
Me. I don't care what color my skin is. If I am hurting, if this hurts me, you pinch me and I'm screaming, that means I'm hurting. It don't matter what my counterparts are doing. It doesn't matter what my sister or my grandma or my mama felt. I'm hurting. And if I need it, then I need you to hurt too. But I think that we've also, since we understand and know what season and space we're in, being Black in America, which I know is the next topic. Um, since we understand it, I think we navigate it a little bit better because we have to assume the position. It's not fair, it's not right, but we do what we gotta do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just in my head. It's like there's no point in me complaining about it because I know that's something that'll never change. It'll always be the standard. Like you got to be a strong black woman. Not, and then it's like the odds are against me in every way. I'm strong, the black being dark skinned, the whole nine, baby. I just got to bite the bullet and keep on pushing. I don't even have the time to stop and think about the other shit that come along with it. So
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Mhm.
Yeah. So navigating life. Yeah. That's see. My mama.
I feel
She.
that.
Yeah. So I told
Oh
y'all, my
my gosh,
mama.
your mama on here. You should have said that. I'm so sorry, mama. I'm over here just cussing. I apologize.
She remember you. She talk about you from time to time. Where
That's
Kitty?
why I'm
Where
like,
Kitty?
Lord, no. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Mama. Please. Try it
Right.
to my head, not my heart.
See,
Promise.
see. Yeah, my dad is strong where she is weak, and vice versa. 33 years of them being together. That's see. I have that example set
Yeah.
in front of me, and then I have the other examples of, my uncle, my auntie, grandpa, stuff like that. So I seen it all. So that's why I'm like, oh, growing up, I'm like, yeah, my pops strong for the family, but my mama's strong for the family too. Like,
For
dog,
sure.
like when is you know, common misconception, the stay at home wife, and she's mama said you fine. Like the stay at home wife and this and that. But like I was saying in my other one of the other episodes, I look around and it's more black women in that girl in that brown.
Cut it out.
Okay then.
Real tea.
Okay
Yes.
then. But no, it's black women in the higher positions. Like
Yeah.
black dudes don't get in them higher positions. And then one of the panelists was like, "What do they do to get there?" It's not even about that, dog. Um,
Dang, we gotta sleep our way to the top.
right. I was like, "No,
We
them
not
ain't
capable.
like that." What if that woman actually put in the work? You
More than
know,
likely.
right? Um, that's why. Uh, when Kitty said she was moving her weight, man, you know her name, dog.
Right. Trent, get off of here.
Obviously,
No,
you know her
stay
name.
and listen. But quit playing.
But now, like what Kitty was saying, she was moving up the corporate ladder. I was screaming in the inside like, yes, because I know that's her. You know, I know that she didn't sleep her way to the top. She worked each level. I know Kitty.
Honey,
So I'm like,
you would think the way they talk about me at work, you would think I did, honey. Please, please,
but why do
please.
you feel that is though?
I think I'm a woman, so I'm overly sexualized. So I work in manufacturing mainly. So when I'm there, I work with nothing but men. There's probably first things first, I was the first black woman to even be in the building that I'm in whatsoever. I advocated to have another person of color into that office. I advocated for that for a year. Unfortunately, it's not a lot of women, well, not even women, there's not a lot of people of color who's interested in trying to be in manufacturing. They don't even think that there's a career in that. But with all that being said, I work with mainly men, a lot of white men at that. So for any
Mm.
person who has met me in person, I'm a very curvy woman. So when people see me, first thing that come to mind is the sexual stuff. I get jokes all day about my body, about what I look like, what folks would do to me, XYZ. So I mean, and then for a little bit, my husband also worked at that same facility. So I mean, it died down, but like soon as he left, it picked right back up. I think it's
It's
just
gonna go
like
back up.
yeah, it's just hyper. I, I'm a woman, a hypersexualized type of situation. So once you start seeing you move quickly, um, like any place, rumors start. You think, oh well, she's a woman. She just started here. It took me 20 years to get in this position. How did she get there in 2.5? Credentials, actively advocating for myself, making sure that I go to all of the corporate events, making sure that I mingle and try to connect with any person that's in any high rank that can get me in any position. And the crazier thing is, like, you would think it's the men, but I try and mingle with the women because I have them little heart to hearts, and they the ones who be like, absolutely, let me get you in the door, let me get you to where I want to be, well, to where you want to be. um so far in this company, like, the only person I haven't met is the CEO. Like, I'm like this with our senior vice president.
That's what's up.
I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? I think
Hmm.
when things start happening and it's happening quicker than people realize. And I also, I believe, you have favor when you go onto a job. Like I operate real big in my faith with God. So what's meant for me is for me. Ain't nobody gonna be able to take it from me. And the rumors, the people discussing, and I'm young. I work with a lot of older folks, and unfortunately they haters. I don't know what to tell them. It just be happening. But anyway, all that to say, my main thing is it's just the sexualization thing, and then the notion that women sleep their way to the top, so it's easier to go with that than to think, hey, this woman actually is on her stuff and she's trying to get herself together. I got 3 degrees working on 4. Ain't no way you
That's
think
right.
in your head that I didn't slip my way to the top. You're insane, actually. So, yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah, that
Oh,
was
that girl.
Look, I'll eat that. Look, I'll eat that up and keep on pushing on to the next thing.
Okay.
I
Okay.
know you will. I know you
Yeah.
will. How you feel about that, D?
Um, you actually mentioned a question I was going to ask. I was going to ask you what's the demographic that you work around, because and it makes sense, white men, but not even just white men, period.
Yeah.
But we'll get on them
She said we'll
specifically.
get on this.
Um, they hate to see us win. They really do. I really feel like the world hates black women. That's my opinion, but
But
I
you want to
do.
know something that's crazier? I've had more issues. I've had more issues with the black men and black women in my industry more
Mhm.
than I have with the white men in the white industry. They're
That's
the
why.
ones who try to help me the most, if I'm being honest.
That's why I said the world, because it be our own people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It really do.
if you your own
There,
people, man.
The
there's a
quickest to
lady.
tear you down.
Yeah, there's a lady, no matter what I did, honey, ever since she didn't got into the role she in, first she wanted to be over me, and the lady who was over me a couple months ago, she was like, nah, I can't transition her over yet, blah blah blah. And then my supervisor had got fired, and then they moved somebody else into his position. And I kid you not, she wanted control over me so bad. So bad. And I had found out once my supervisor got fired, of course he was just telling me stuff that was happening. It was a lot of times where I was getting in trouble, and she was the one going reporting me, trying to get me in trouble. And I'm like, that is so crazy to me.
Hmm.
That is insane to me. And it's like she's one of the women that I helped the most in the entire building. And I advocated to get this woman in the building. And I'm like, ma'am, you are trying to get me fired. But
Hmm.
you know what she told? I'm gonna tell you, she told somebody else this that work up there, another black lady that I'm real close with. She said that I didn't have to work for it like she did, and she feels like I didn't suffer enough.
Oh,
Suffer. Why should I? You ought to
You
want better for the next generation.
you
ooh,
should.
ooh, wee.
That lady is 60 some years old talking like that.
Oh man.
That's so
Hmm.
sad. I
Hmm.
hate that for you.
Oh man.
Yep.
But it's all
It be
good.
like that. It be like that.
It do, and it's not a big deal. I've learned to deal with it. I treat that lady accordingly. I still got to work with her,
She
but
still there?
oh, that lady's baby, she ain't going nowhere. Okay, she been with that company for over 25 years. She ain't going nowhere.
Oh, she one of them. She ain't
Yeah,
going nowhere.
yeah, she ain't going nowhere. She's stuck at that company, but that's okay. I honestly I take it as a compliment because clearly I'm doing something right to make you feel as if I don't deserve to be there.
Yep.
I hate that for you, but I love that for me,
Love
and
that
that's
for
all
me.
that's
I
ever
know that's
gonna
right.
that's all that's ever gonna matter. And as long as my supervisor don't feel the same way you feel, I don't care. I'm cool. Y'all keep looking. It's a child that is just riding his little scooter just back and forth up the street. And it is I don't every time he zip past my car, I just keep thinking that he gonna fall. It really does frighten me.
Man, we flying by.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm finna throw y'all a curveball. I didn't put this in the text message.
Okay.
Mm, wonderful.
Okay. Let me see. I'm gonna do this one. If you can tell the 20-year-old version of yourself something, what would you tell her?
Don't get me. No, I'm just playing. No, I might say that for real. But
What's he said?
mm, you wanna go first?
No, ma'am. I'm trying to think. Hey, I would have told him.
I might
Uh,
tell myself not to get married. I might say that. I don't know. But I would say there's nothing wrong with you. You're young. You're learning. You buckle up because this is about to be a pivotal journey in your life. These are your 20s are pivotal moments and
mhm,
memories. Don't waste it. It'll fly by so fast. Um, Stick with your boundaries. I think the 20-year-old version of me was
mhm,
own it, really own it. Like boundary wise, didn't really. I was a people pleaser, but I really didn't take a lot. If I
mhm,
wanted it, or if I felt like it didn't really fit with me,
Mhm.
I would have told you that,
mhm,
and I would have stood on it. Like, um, I guess to be more specific, I had just got out of a relationship because I had, mm, anyway. But when I went to college, I had got out of a relationship that I had been in for a little while, but I told myself since I was in a relationship for a year, I want a year by myself. And I really was standing on that. There's a guy that came around that I liked, but I was still standing on that. It wasn't that anything was wrong with him. It was that I wanted time to myself because I never at that time, and really now, I never felt like I had to be with somebody. I
mhm.
want it, but that doesn't mean I have to have it. And so that really wasn't on my mind for real. And he made a comment, well, I'm not waiting I don't know how many years he said, we'll say 100. I'm not waiting 100 years for you. Cool. And I let him go on by his way.
Right.
Facts.
I wish I would have stayed that version of myself, at least
Mm,
it's because um even in the people pleasing way, it was just like your life is yours and mine is mine. I don't have to adjust my circumstances. I don't have to adjust my happiness to make you feel better. Because right after him is when my ex husband came along, and then I feeling bad for him. I don't know where this video gonna be at, so I'm gonna try to keep my words cute. But I did. I felt bad, and so we end up together, and they end up being the thing. Before my year mark was up, but needless to say, I learned my lesson, and so I would tell 20-year-old me, you don't have to rush. Life is gonna happen regardless. There's like there's nothing that you there's nothing in this life that really is not obtainable. If you want it, you can get it. Truly.
yes.
Will it happen in the time frame that you think it might? Maybe not. But it can still happen. You're not on anybody else's clock. Don't allow anybody to rush you to feel like you have to beat something or you have to be somewhere by a certain time or at a certain point.
Yeah.
Just live your life and be happy first and foremost. And put God first, of course. And let these niggas be.
Yes, Lord.
For
Please.
real. For real. For real. Yeah. I'm
I
at the.
agree with everything.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I that was. But you said, hold on. You said you feel bad for Playboy.
Yeah, I have to tell you outside live.
Yeah.
'Cause,
Yeah. Yeah. Man.
I
Yeah.
agree with everything she said. That was
you
right.
know, I
Everything.
might have found it there too. I don't want nobody to. I done
Yeah.
had 4 years of peace. I don't want nobody knocking on my door.
I know that's right. Hey.
Understood. Yes, ma'am.
Hey.
Yes,
Boy, that
ma'am.
part.
Yes, ma'am. And I agree with everything. Even the don't get married. I agree with that too. I'll say this, not right now. Hold off. Which goes back into your initial point of everything that's going to happen is going to happen. Everything that's attainable is attainable. The only thing I add on, 20-year-old self, girl, quit eating. It is so hard to get the weight off. Please stop eating. Don't be big. Don't be, and anybody that's watching, don't be big. It is so hard to lose weight. Listen, and I'm finna talk about myself. Y'all, you have not seen me in a while. I got so big. Oh, Lord Jesus. I got so big, and I am currently trying to lose that weight off of me. It is very hard. Prioritize your health. It's not just okay to be a curvy person. And as Black women, we get sucked into what our body looks like, and instead of prioritizing our health as a woman. And then, within the Black community as well, you think that we don't have problems. The only thing you got is, what is it? Diabetes. Baby, it is so much more that comes. Diabetes and cancer. It's so much more that comes.
So much.
Yeah, that is a potential health issue. I would say that. I would also say to my 20-year-old self, don't focus on the boys. Focus all on school. I will genuinely say, if I would have focused on school, it wouldn't have taken me as long to get those degrees. And then prioritize my family over everything. Like, genuinely. Um, and out of all things, put God first. God should be the forefront of all decisions that you make. And I truly believe if I would have put God in front of a lot of decisions, I wouldn't have ended up with as many heartbreaks and as many problems that I've had to go through in life.
I
So,
said the same thing.
because the signs were there.
Mm-hmm.
I
Always.
ignored, I ignored them because I wanted to do what I wanted to do. I was doing what is somebody just gave me a good way to explain that. I was justifying my sin before I did it, so then I could come back and apologize to God for something I already knew about, because
Oh,
I knew
well,
He
that's
would
dope.
forgive me and I knew He would fix it.
That's deep.
So,
That's deep.
yeah,
Ooh.
just long story short, just put God in front of everything, and everything will fall into place, and you won't have to worry about anything.
Mm, that's
I
deep.
agree.
Yeah, I feel like we all the 20-year-old version of all of us. Of course, we know the saying of, like you said, put God first. But do we
Yeah.
actually do it? Like, do we actually, like? Is that really in the forefront of our mind? Because when I was 20,
Oh, definitely not. Not then. It would. I'll say this. It came and went. Like, it's like the voice would be there, but it's like, dang, I really want to do whatever it is that I want to do, and I'm rocking with me, and that's that. And then when something would happen, here I am knocking on God's window. Hey,
boy,
can you help me a little bit? I don't know what I just did, but I'm causing problems. Can you help me? And he get me back right. And here I was back out running amok and acting a fool, knowing good and dang well I ain't had no business doing it. But
yeah,
now, yes. Um, and any person in my life at this point will tell you, like, I pray before everything. I will not make a decision before talking to God first. I don't care how big or how small. I don't care if it's about a food decision. I don't know. Let me pray about it. Pray about what I'm eating for dinner that night. I don't know. It's like, it be that serious because I realized that like I said, anytime I've deterred away from God, that's when my life was messed up the most. And as long as I have been putting Him in the front, everything has worked out. No matter, even if it didn't work out in my favor, I knew it worked out in my favor, if that makes sense. So,
Mama said the flesh is a mess, and our human factor wants to please our flesh first. Unfortunately,
Agreed.
every single
yeah,
time.
yeah,
And what I had to learn was you will never truly satisfy your flesh.
no, it
Never.
always needs
Always
something
want
else.
more.
It's gonna get bigger and bigger.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, it is. Uh,
Yeah.
it's always gonna be a greater, the next big thing when you try to please your flesh.
yeah,
But I'm glad both of y'all are at the point where y'all just not saying I'm gonna pray about it. Y'all actually praying about it. Cause it's one thing to say, like, yeah, I'm gonna pray about it. Yeah, I'll get back with you. I'm
never
praying about
happened.
it. I'm praying for you. But when you actually do it, it's a whole different glow you get. Like real talk.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what I will say is, marriage will keep you on your face.
Honey,
You,
yes.
you
Lord.
need to always be praying. Always.
Always.
Even when you don't feel like praying, even you gonna find some motivation.
Absolutely.
And marriage is gonna give you some motivation to pray. You thought that you couldn't do shut-ins or all night prayer. Marriage,
Mm-hmm.
marriage will set it right on up for you.
Honey,
Mama,
there's been nights I have been crying out, my husband downstairs, and I'm just boo-hooing out. And he's like, "You okay? Get out, please. I'm trying to pray about you because
Hmm.
you need to take my spirit." But
Hmm.
because in marriage, I think that's another thing. I don't think people realize how serious of a commitment marriage is and what all actually come with it. And once you're in it, I don't even know, and I don't even want to talk too much because I'll start crying. But once you're in it, is some inside of you just it changes. And
Yeah.
if you're a person that follows God, you see marriage in a whole different light. You don't see it as just like, oh, this is just a person that I'm in a stronger committed relationship. No, like this. No, it's really is. I hate that. It's really is. I don't even have words to describe this for real. I really don't. Like,
I always tell people it's like the minute you say I do, it's like uh a light
like
switch just flips.
yeah,
And it's just like I don't know if your eyes just become open or if it's just like I don't know what happens spiritually, but it's a switch. And
yeah,
it's just like that. As soon as you say I do. Soon as that marriage license is signed and sent back to the courthouse,
yes.
just like that. The devil be
So,
like, "Ooh, another covenant." You put
mm,
on the boxing gloves and you in the fight of your life.
literally. And it's like the devil taking you through there, because God honors marriage. That's like
Mhm.
that's one thing that He loves. He rejoices about that, and then the devil just sitting there like, yeah. Now we about to bring out some habits that you never even knew existed, that you
Yeah.
yourself didn't even know existed in you, and you just got to pray through it, and you'll be wanting to walk away, and you can't. Sometimes you can, depending on I don't know anybody else's situation. I can't speak on nothing,
yeah,
but
mama said marriage is a daily walk. It takes work every
yes,
single day, no matter how long y'all been married.
It
yeah.
does. It is
So
a job.
I got a question for y'all. Since y'all both been uh married, um, why do some women feel like? Because I had one tell me that she wanted me to move in before we got married, just to see how we live together. Why do women feel like?
That's that
I
new
don't.
age stuff.
I don't believe in it.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
that
play
new age stuff.
house. I don't play.
And and my mind was like, I ain't finna be caught shacking.
You
But you
know.
know what? I I understand why they say it, because it's like, but it's like it goes against everything that God stands for. And I'm not trying to shun anybody, because I did it. Me and my husband, we moved in together before we actually got married. But
Mm,
um, I'd recommend anybody don't do that. Just it ain't even worth all that. It's not worth their peace or your peace. If y'all meant to be together for real, God will show you those signs that you're meant to be together. And once you're married, whatever weird habits that you got, that's where that prayer and that commitment comes into, because now you're as one. You're going to join together and be able to fix and change those things. You get what I'm saying? If you're meant to be together and everything is established through God. You feel me?
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Cause she was like, I just gotta know how we gonna live together. Like, I gotta know how you brush your teeth and take a bath and
Nah,
what?
nah. You
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 just
can
want
find
some.
that. You can find that out staying the night. You can find that out staying the night every couple of days. It's not that deep. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
But
And
oh, yeah, that's go ahead.
now I will say that living with people will show you exactly who they are
Who
too.
they are.
I will
Yes.
say that. So I can, although I don't do it and I'm not gonna do it. I can see why a person would desire it because it truly does. You don't have nowhere to hide. Your
Correct.
your secrets or everything that you do that everybody else can't see is going to be on the forefront. There's really nothing. There's nowhere you can fix or shape or mold it into a way that I can't see what you're doing because I'm right there. You can hide, but or you can try to hide, but I see you.
I'm
And that
nosy.
does, it's always hard to try to take two different lifestyles and upbringings and combine it into one.
Yes.
It's always tough because no matter what, even if y'all were by some happenstance, y'all were raised exactly the same, but you weren't, it's still gonna be different because then you have a mindset of a woman and you have a mindset of a man. And it's just like we don't think the same and we weren't designed to, and we're going to do things differently. And it's going to be the small things first. It's going to be the toothpaste, or it's going to be the tissue, or it's going to be the way you wash dishes, the way you fold clothes.
Oh, baby.
It's just something. It just feel like it's always something. But you can overcome it. That's why
Yep.
they say if you can make it past 5 years, you can make the rest of the way. Unfortunately, I got divorced at 5 years, but it's okay. It doesn't
That's
mean
okay,
that
girl.
the next time we're gonna make it past five. But it's just that's what it started with because I'm used to me and my sisters who I was raised with. We squeeze the toothpaste in the middle of the tube and think nothing else about it. That's what we all do. That was a big thing for him. Like, why you doing? Okay, I'll stop. Um, I used to for real because I'm bad with paper towels, so maybe that's why my mom didn't buy it all the time.
That's
I
funny.
used to wash my hands and then go touch stuff, so everything that I went to touch is wet. That bothered him. I get it. It wasn't a thing to me because I'm always around my sister. I'm in the household where if we didn't have paper towels, we so everything. I don't know. It just didn't bother me because the environment I was in, it wasn't a big deal. It wasn't until I was started living with somebody else where I was just like, oh, maybe it is a thing. And I had to adjust to how he was.
Yeah.
The same thing with I didn't go to sleep with in the complete dark. I did not. We always had something on. He had like in pitch black. I'm like, I can't see my way to the bathroom. But
That's true.
now, but now I've adjusted and so I don't need no lights. But
Hmm.
it's just all an adjustment,
For
truly.
sure. For sure.
Yeah, Mama said, to be honest, you never really know a person truly until you live with them. But she's saying, but you living together is not godly without being married.
Mm-mm. Not
That's
Which
true.
before
I get that.
marriage.
I get that.
Don't have patience.
That's
Hmm.
boy. Yeah, it was wild. Cohabitation before marriage. Yeah, that's
Mhm.
that was
Uh-uh.
cause when old girl hit me with that one, I was like, that's cool. We could be married in a month. I'm not finna be, bro.
At a butt.
I'm not finna be caught up, man. That's too much pressure on me because I'm thinking, telling you, I'm a church boy at heart. So in
Yeah.
the back of my mind, I'm gonna hear my grandma in my head. What if Jesus
Yep.
come? Why y'all over there shacking? And I and I'm gonna hear. I'm hear my other grandma. What if Jesus come? Why y'all shacking? Then I'm hear my mama, and then I hear my pastor voice in my head. I'm like, hey, look
Yeah.
Yeah.
here, hey fam, some gonna have to.
And there was enough reason for me not to do it.
I was like,
Aside
nah.
from aside from playing house, you make people comfortable when you do stuff like that. You really do. If everything like they say, why buy the cow if you can get the milk for free?
Girl, get out my head, please.
Something
Get
got
out
to
of my
be
head.
something got to be left for the imagination. There, you can't have it all. You got to make some kind of commitment so you can unlock the next level. If I give it all to you up front, you ain't even gonna try to work hard for it. Eh,
Yeah, mama
Yeah.
said she was completely against it. I knew better than that. Yeah, I did. That's all.
Look, that's what I was talking about. See, I knew better than that and did it anyway. And then look, God hit the back of my neck with his sandal. I'm sorry.
Yeah, guy
Get
hit the
corrected.
guy hit the back of my leg, and I broke my knee, literally.
Ooh, yikes.
So, God has his ways of
Getting your attention.
protecting us
Yeah.
uh, in mysterious ways.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there was a yeah. That's yeah.
He's a here.
Oh, we
It
didn't
be
got
like that.
we got to do some deep stuff. Hold on.
You
Oh,
asked the question.
okay.
Hey, we
What are some things black women are tired of explaining? Let's go there. Tonyo, what's good? Kayla, what's good?
I'm tired of explaining my worth. Tired of explaining what I bring to the table, what I offer.
yeah.
Um, I'm tired of explaining why I should be respected,
Mm,
why I deserve the places I'm in.
mm,
Um,
agreed.
I'm tired of explaining just because I'm dark skinned, I don't have a bad attitude. That is so old. I am tired of explaining that we all black. It doesn't, and we all different shades. It doesn't, one is not better than the other, and one is not superior than the other. I'm tired of explaining that just because you like me, it does not mean that I'm going to adjust to what you say. I'm not going to do what you say because you think that I should because you like me. I'm tired of explaining that I am abstinent by choice and single by choice.
I know that's right. How you do it?
And and if that's what I want to do for my life, that's exactly what I'm going to do for my life. I'm tired of explaining that because that my life is not indicative of yours because it's a decision of mine or because I choose to live differently, it does not affect yours in any kind of way at all. But they be bothering people. They just be like, you need to live a little. I am living. Just because I don't live the way that you live does not mean I'm not living. I am happy.
Mama,
I don't find my happiness at the bottom of a bottle. I don't.
Mama said, I'm tired of explaining to people that they will get these hands.
No, for real.
You know?
Please, please.
Last and not least, well, I probably got two more things. I'm tired of explaining to people that me and Deidre are two different people. I am very tired of explaining that. Twins are not one. Don't you see two people standing here?
Mm-mm.
Not right now.
Mm-mm.
But you see two people. You see two different names. We got two different fingerprints, social security numbers. We was in two different sacks. Two different people. We are not identical. I'm tired of explaining that. We are fraternal.
That's true.
Just because we look alike does not mean that we are identical.
Mm.
Y'all really
Tired of
don't even.
explaining it. We are not the same person.
Y'all looking like, but y'all really
How
y'all.
is that?
This she talking about her twin sister. Hopefully, I
No,
can get
I
her on here.
understand. No, I understood. I've never met a twin in real life ever. Like I see it on TV, I see it on social media, all of that, but I've literally never met a twin in real life. How is that?
It's it's cool. It's cool. I tell people it's like having any other sibling. We just real close because we have always been around each other since the
Yeah.
womb. Almost every milestone we've done together. There was a period where we didn't talk and didn't communicate, and that
Uh-huh.
was tough. But it's just like I don't know. It's really just like having a best friend from birth.
That's cool.
Hmm.
Cool.
Yeah,
But we're two
I need
different.
to get Deja. I need to get.
He said we're two different people.
Because
Understood.
they always be like, "But y'all won." No, we're not. Y'all got the same
Yeah.
mind. Y'all got this. Y'all got this. Y'all got that. Or they think that they can buy one gift or something like that. They always
So
group
that's
us
insane.
together.
That's
No,
not
if
now.
you
I
call a
don't.
restaurant and you telling them and you have to make a reservation, how many people are you going to say are going to show up? We not gonna sit on each other lap. We can't share a
Yeah.
seat. We're two different people. If you want two different gifts, we expect two different gifts. Don't write both our name on there.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
sick. Who does that?
A
yeah,
lot of
that's right.
people.
That is like, I don't know. That just feels like a common sense thing to me. I don't know.
You would think common sense is not so
Not so
common these
common.
days.
Michelle says she is tired of explaining why she want more than a situationship. Oh Jesus. Mm.
You know, me too.
Yeah, situationships. Yeah. Mm-mm.
Baby, I'll never forget. I had a man at my apartment, and he was literally sitting there talking to me. And he was telling me, "Yeah, at the beginning of the year, I'm going to sit down. I'm going to settle down. I'm going to get serious. I'm going to find me a girlfriend." I was like, "What? What are we
But,
doing? Like, what?
right.
What
Hold
is?"
on.
I'm
Wait. Run
like,
that
"Wait a
back.
minute. Like, what are we doing right now? I need to get a better understanding." And he was like, "Well, we chilling. I was like,
Mm-mm.
I guess not." He said, "Well, we can still talk." I said, "Baby, you
Mm-mm.
need to go home. You need to go home now, actually. Hey, get the hell out of my stuff." And I never talked to that man again. Baby, don't explain nobody nothing. You are gorgeous. You're beautiful. I don't even see the comment.
That's
I know
cute.
your name. I don't know nothing. You're amazing.
That's
You should
cute.
never have no, for real. You should never have ever feel like another man needs to give you any type of validation, any type of love, or anything like that. If that man ain't willing to give you exactly what it is that you want, he ain't worth it no way. Cut that
Okay.
nigga off
Yeah,
ASAP.
yeah. The person who made that comment, I agree. She knows her worth.
I
So
had to sit up for that. I've been leaning back in this dang seat the whole time. I had to sit up. I hate that. It irritates my spirit.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Then and
situationships are.
then what pisses me off is I'm now finna go into a rant. I'm sorry. Just give me just 1 minute.
Go ahead.
What pisses me off is it makes women feel invalidated. It makes us feel like I I ain't, let me not say yes because I don't know. In my head, I don't care. I know I ain't the and this ain't me talking to myself. I ain't the finest thing in the universe. But baby, one thing about it, two things for sure, I ain't the ugliest thing either. I'm gonna make sure at
Okay.
all times that I stand on my 10, I'm gonna make sure that I have my self worth. And I hate to see anybody be able to put a woman in a position where they feel like they're not worth it to be in a relationship, and they're not worth it to be able to what's the word I'm looking for? Like they just not worthy. It pisses me off, and really, I done got agitated. So please, somebody else talk, cause I'm getting agitated for real.
Right,
I
I
ain't gonna
see
lie
you.
to
I see you. I see you boiling over there.
it's pissing me off.
Yes,
Please, somebody else talk.
situationships, man. I'd have been in one strong situationship, and it almost took me out of here, literally, physically, almost took me out of here. I was stressing
Right.
so much, and boy, no, I had to have a. Don't nobody know this, but I had to have a whole intervention.
Oh wow.
The wife sit me down like, "Hey, buddy, time to let her go."
Yikes.
Wow.
And some of y'all know who it is. It's the one I was with the longest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I figured I was putting two and two together.
Yeah.
So I had to really sometimes in situationships, the people that's closest to you, they can tell you to jump out of it, but sometimes it takes other people to tell you. You know, uh, Mama said, "But God, yeah, she was."
It's
They
low.
had to sit me down like, "Hey, you are better than this. What is you doing?"
No, for
That's why
real.
we choose peace over relationships.
Always take that.
Michelle said, "Oh yes." She said, "Oh yes, ma'am. I know, but I feel like I shouldn't have to keep explaining like bye. Like, yeah, right.
You know,
It's
girl.
just that
But
simple.
listen, that's because it's not a real man. When a real man get in that play, over with. You ain't gonna have to explain nothing to him because he gonna already know and he gonna already act accordingly. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Poetic. Got snapping.
No, for real. All that.
How you
If
doing?
the nigga is willing to just sit around and be on some play stuff, he ain't a real man. He on games, and you'll know that off the rip. Trust me.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Trust me.
so what if it's a, but what if the situationship is a long distance relationship?
A situationship.
But it's
Just
long
long
distance.
distance. Y'all
Mm-mm.
just hunch buddies. I mean, that's all that is. I don't. I'm confused by the question.
Period.
Ooh, here they coming. Here they come.
I can't see nothing on this side, so I don't know
Okay,
what's
I
actually
got you.
happening.
Mama said you have to understand and know your worth, then add text to it. Period. I know that's right, Mama.
Real tea.
Desiree said, "I'm tired of feeling like I'm not valued and just being my size getting played with. I was in one and I lost so
Mm.
much insecurities in myself because I felt like I needed that. But I had to grow up and learn. I stayed single until my boy has come. I know that's right.
Girl,
There
come on, we can
is
be
a
friends, girl. You, we can be friends, girl. We go whatever you want to do. I
She's
love
saying
it.
she's saying y'all saying everything she need to hear.
That's so
Thanks. I
sweet.
mean,
I'm happy this
No,
is
for
helping
real.
somebody.
No,
yes.
for real.
Yo,
There,
the one you will know. I feel like the man and woman will know,
Fact.
like you and Q, right? You and Q.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like y'all was aligned at the right moment,
For sure.
and y'all just it all aligned. And I do believe in right person, wrong time.
For sure. Absolutely.
I
yeah,
believe in wrong person, wrong time.
yeah.
Absolutely.
And I feel like a lot of ways that we get confused in deciphering if right person, right time, right person, wrong time. It's a lot of factors. But I can speak for me. I was so loyal to the history of a situation that
Mm-hmm.
I ignored the whole reason why we stopped talking in the first place. And that goes into what Mama said. You got to know your value and add text to it,
Mm-hmm.
especially
Um,
for women.
no, for real.
She said,
I,
Uh,
patience is virtue is definitely a virtue. Yeah, it is.
so, to what I would have to say to that, because I think what everybody said thus far is very true. Two things. To I think Desiree said,
Yeah.
I want you to listen to this song by Shirley Murdoch, and it's I Love Me Better Than That.
mm,
Oh,
She
classic.
says in the song, I want my joy back, I want my peace back, I want my strength back. She even goes on to say, I want my mind back, my self-esteem back, I want my keys back. Because it's just like you in relationships, it's give. It's give and take, but some people take more than they give. So it's just
yep.
give, 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 give. And I got to a point to where I said, I'm not giving no more pieces of you, of me to you. I've given you enough. You still want some? You still
Mm-hmm.
want more? You're still not satisfied. And like we said earlier, the flesh is never satisfied. So to continue to give pieces of yourself, what are you who poured in your cup?
Mm-hmm.
What are you getting back? How are you being fed?
Yep.
And if you're not, you're just starving yourself. And one thing my therapist told me is to ask myself, would my husband treat me like that?
Mm. Yes, Lord.
If the answer is no, then I don't know what we talking for. I don't do much talking these days to me because I don't have to. I can
Yeah.
cut that phone off. I don't have to sit there and go back and forth for nobody. A situationship, you not even my man. What I'm talking to you for?
Yes, Lord. Say that. Say that.
I have the option to block you. That's my piece. I have the option to close that door and knowing nobody else's name on their rent on this here lease. I have an option to close that door and put that door stopper up there and sleep peacefully by myself and not be stressed out about nothing. I ain't gotta worry about if nobody cheating on me. But
Yeah.
what? I don't have to worry about all that other stuff and to be stressed out over what somebody else is doing. I don't care if I was 800 pounds. There is somebody out there that's gonna love every 800 pieces of pounds on this body. But I don't have to sit here and settle. I don't have to put myself in positions to where I have to compromise my value, my self worth, my morals, or make myself to try to fix myself to please somebody else. That's why I said earlier, I'm tired of explaining that. I'm not going to explain it no more. You either like it or you don't. I get that I'm not everybody's cup of tea. I'm not everybody's cup of coffee. You might like Sprite. You might like Dr. Pepper. I'm not that. Find what you're looking for. But that doesn't mean that I'm about to change my recipe. That doesn't mean I'm about to change who I am to try to flip myself to be a Sprite when I'm coffee or to try to be a Dr. Pepper when I'm tea. It don't make
Oh, I
sense
love
to it.
Dr. Pepper.
So it's just like, why would I try to be something that I'm not? I told somebody it's much easier for you to find what you're looking for than try to change me.
Mm.
Yeah,
And that's what
Michelle
it
said.
is.
Michelle said, let's have a real talk. Tell how you got to that point.
Who me?
Yeah.
Oh, well, Michelle a little late, but Because girl, I was in a 6-year relationship. We was married for 5 of those years. I had I changed and adjusted and shaped and molded myself into being something for him. And it was never enough. I was called everything. I was called boring. I was called he used to call me ugly just for fun.
Oh, that's so
Um
mean.
I know. It was his sister that told him to stop doing that because he was just like, she know I don't mean it. But it had got to a point to where he was saying it more than actual compliments. And so he was just like, I gotta keep her humble. He was saying it as in a joking way, but I do believe that there's truth in every joke. So that's probably what you believe. So I don't know. His sister told him stop because she said that her spirit doesn't know the difference.
Mm,
So
Mm.
he would when he would get frustrated, he'll call me stupid, he'll call me an idiot. It was just a lot of verbal things
yeah,
that I
God,
just I
really?
couldn't do it no more. I really couldn't do it anymore. And so it's just like I had to get to the point to where I did want my joy back. I did want my peace back. I did want my strength back. I mentioned earlier where me and my sister didn't talk for a little minute. It was because of him. He didn't want me talking to my twin. He didn't want me talking to my family. He tried to isolate me and seclude me from them. He said that and he tried to use the word. He tried to use the Bible and different messages and scriptures to manipulate that and say that he kept telling me my family didn't care about me, that they didn't love me, but I never believed it. He would intentionally cause arguments and fights. He told me one time, because I was in Mississippi at the time, he told me if I came up to Arkansas and talked to my sister, then we was gonna have a problem when I got back home. I said, there's no point in me going then. He told me if we have kids, he didn't want them around. He didn't even want me to show them a picture. I said, well, we need to have kids then. So I just got to a point to where I was just like, I'm not going to continue to compromise because I'm not happy at
Right.
all.
Oh,
Not even a little bit. The people that I've spent my whole entire life around, you're telling me I can't even have a conversation with them. If they would call on the phone, he's in the back screaming and hollering. Didn't pay attention to me all day. Soon as I get on the phone, because that's all I talk to because I'm from Arkansas. So when I was living there, I didn't have anybody. Just him. Because that's why I moved there to be with him. Um Screaming and hollering like, who you on the phone with? Why you on the phone? Why you have to go in another room? Just making a scene for nothing. And so they would get off the phone. It caused the strained relationship because it's just like we can't talk to you when he's around. It was a lot of stuff. My story is much deeper than what I'm saying, but
yeah, yeah, yeah,
um
yeah.
you asked what got me to this point. It was because somebody tried to strip me down to nothing, and I felt like he backed me in the corner, and the only choice that I felt like I had was to come out swinging, and I did. So I had to go get my joy back and my peace back and my strength and my mind and my self esteem. I had to get all that stuff back, and will not. I don't want to say never because they say never say never. I won't ever compromise my self worth or my value or my morals or any of that anymore
Oh,
to please anybody because I don't have to,
you don't
and I'm
have
not
to.
going to.
Mama said you are a gorgeous chocolate drop.
Thank you.
That Negro called you ugly, bro.
He did. I never thought I
He
was ugly,
sucks.
y'all, man. But I just would allow him to say different things. I'm not even boring. But I would just allow him to say that he called me boring because he used to try to play pranks on me, and I don't overreact. I internalize a lot of stuff. And
Mm.
so I don't do the outward reactions like, oh my gosh. That's not me. I
Yeah.
don't. I process stuff inwardly. And so when he would never get reactions out of me, would call me boring all the time. And I just was like, all right, I'll be that.
Oh, he sucks.
No, he
Oh,
did.
that's oh Jesus.
I'm
Michelle
not there no
said
more, y'all. 4 years delivered.
Yes,
no,
Lord.
that's right.
And like you
Michelle
said,
said
hey, 4 years apiece. We gonna keep it that way.
And
Michelle
he is.
said he was ugly, wasn't he? Yeah, yeah, he was ugly.
Yeah, he was ugly. He had to
Yeah,
be ugly.
yeah, he was
He
good and
had to
ugly.
be.
His attitude was definitely. Definitely ugly. It was a mental battle. It really was mental, spiritual, financial, oof, and emotional. But I'm on the other side of it.
You said
Mm.
Mississippi?
Hmm.
That's where my husband's from.
It's some in that water, girl.
It gotta be, girl. It's something over there. It's
It's
something.
something. I don't have to cross the dirty step no more to find a man. I don't.
Mama
It's
said
something
she's so
over there.
glad that you realized your worth, right? Because that was,
Absolutely, girl.
Hmm. My thing was because a lot of people want to know when people are in relationships like that, why do you stay? Since it was a covenant, since it was a marriage, I really am a believer, like you said earlier, Kitty, that God honors marriage and God loves it and he hates divorce. So that was a manipulation tactic for him too and other people around us
Mhm.
because we would seek counsel and everybody used to tell us, y'all problems are so small, y'all problems are so minute. They used to burn me up because I was like, nobody has to live my life. Nobody has to, go home with us and lay beside him every day. How can you tell me what I'm going through is small?
Yeah.
Diminishing to nothing. You don't know what I go through. You don't feel it. I can tell
Right.
you my story, or he can tell you because he's played victim real bad, and I would let him. Because I just don't feel the need to explain myself for real. What's the back and forth for? Especially when
Yeah.
I play victim real well. It's not gonna be battle of the victims.
Right.
So he would do all that, and I was just like, all right, it is what it is. And then I would feel guilty because I'm like, maybe our problems are small, and I know that God is not going to tell me which. Somebody did say this to me. God's not going to tell you to get a divorce, and so it was just one of those things that I was just kind of going back and forth in my mind. Like I don't want. I did make this covenant. I did get married. I did cross that line. I did make that decision, and so it's just like I know that there will be times that are for better or for worse, but I did. I don't think that that's what it meant.
Yeah.
So I was just kind of going back and forth on like, do I have to stay here because I made that decision? And it's just like, I don't think that this is the best that it can be for me.
Yeah.
So honestly, he is the one that filed, but he really did me a favor for real because I had got to the point to where I was just like, you know how our killers say when a woman's fed up.
boy.
I got to the point to where I was just like, nobody has to live this life for me. Nobody has to answer on Judgment Day. So the decision I made to get in it will be a decision I make to get on up out of it.
Yeah.
And me and God gonna work it out because that's my own price to bear. That's my own weight to bear.
Right.
But and it doesn't really matter what anybody else say or feel about it because I'm the only one that has to walk that road.
Yep.
So before I could, he ran up there and got it. And it was what it was. But hmm
Wow.
This isn't.
I,
I just have a follow up question. Do you feel like he went and like fouled out of like, haha, I beat you to it to like kind of get back at you?
Yep.
yes, I
Yep.
do. I honestly believe that that's exactly why he did it. Because he did it 2 days after my dad's funeral.
Oh my.
So yeah, I had reached my point at I reached my limit at that point. So I really was headed there. Unfortunately, my dad died, and we my mind wasn't focused on him no more. It was I have to
Right.
go to Georgia, and we have to get his stuff straight. We have to prepare this funeral. We have to do all this other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I'll save that story of for another time as far as him coming up there and doing it should have just stayed in Mississippi. But he when he made it back, I saw on the paperwork, I looked at the dates on the paperwork when he actually gave them to me. And it was 2 days after my dad's funeral. And he
Wow.
I heard him talking to his friends because he didn't give it to me right away. I heard him talking to his friends and he said he was gonna give me some time to calm down. I didn't know what he was talking about until I got the paperwork a couple days after that. He gave me a
Wow.
week. He gave me a week, and so I was like, "Oh, I guess this is what I was supposed to be calming down enough to get." So I took the paper and I read it and I signed it.
Good
Mm.
Lord.
Well, forget him, girl. You have a beautiful spirit and you're a beautiful person.
Thank
So
you.
She
You
said she said she
forgot.
4 years delivered. Ain't that right?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
4 years.
That's wow. 2 days after Pop's funeral.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And my brother had died 2 months before that. My story is a doozy, but
It really is.
it's
Like she can have a mini series for Lifetime.
mm-hmm. I
Kitty,
could.
but Kitty can too. So the reason why I chose y'all two as like the first all, well, it's not all women, but my panel besides me is women, because I knew that y'all stories can help. Um, Now I didn't ask y'all to say nothing besides the topics, but I knew that knowing y'all personally, certain parts of the story that I know can help other people, like you seem to help tonight. Michelle said he didn't deserve you anyway. He didn't. He didn't. Um, Keith, I got a question for you. Um, because you went on a little tangent about situationships. Um, what are some of the things that you are tired of explaining as a black woman?
Is it frozen?
You're like it's frozen. Booyah. She'll come back. If she don't, we'll go ahead and handle business. Somebody probably calling her. Her husband probably calling her. Hey, what you doing out there, girl? Mama said, "Where's Kitty? Oh, she gone. She must be gone. Let me see. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. Her phone was overheated. Okay,
I
bet.
thought so.
Bet. D, what percent your phone on? It's gonna be dead in a minute.
It's good.
Okay.
34 is good.
Okay. Oh, did I have anything else? Boy, this went.
It was a
all
good.
my
It was a good conversation.
all my stuff be like that. I be having it, but we followed and but boy, we be dipping. Very good topic tonight. Appreciate the mama.
Hmm.
I'll be over here I'll be over here brainstorming. I'll be trying to like
Yeah, you
Lord, give
caught
me.
me at a decent time because I had class today.
You did?
I did from 5:30 to 7. So hmm I made sure to prepare myself.
Yeah, Kitty. Yeah, Kitty. She like you said, she's sick, so we're gonna let her go back in the house and uh, get her medicine in, and like she said, enjoy the rest of her night. We appreciate her for coming on.
Hmm.
Mom said she's surprised she's still awake. She'd be knocked out. But yeah, it was a good show. I think we covered everything.
Hmm.
I think we
It might
covered
have
everything.
been one
Okay, yeah,
being black in America, but we kind of talked about it a
we
little
did.
bit.
We did that. We did that. Yeah, that's it. And I threw in some extra stuff too.
You did.
But it's been real. I appreciate you, Daisha, for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Next week we gonna have the fellas on here. We're gonna have some fellas on here, and then the following week, but
Somebody got a question.
Michelle, go ahead, Michelle. We still rocking.
What's the next week's topic?
I
What's
see
it
the
like?
truth. I see the truth.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. We're gonna have some fellas on here. We're gonna pick some brains, and I think for the following week, I'm gonna do another women panel. I want your sister on here. I want DJ on here. I want Bree, and I want Jill.
They'll talk.
That's gonna be that's good.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to tune in for that one.
That's gonna be something.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Michelle, yeah. What's up, Michelle?
You probably typing.
She got to be
I do appreciate the opportunity.
for sure.
Time I get to run my mouth.
hmm What is the best advice you would give to someone that is being held down by family? Wow. Yeah.
That's for you.
Mhm. Support system weak. No, I'm gonna let you answer that.
Held down.
She said the support system is weak. Ugh.
You know, um, that's a tough one.
Yeah.
Okay, both of us.
Both of us. Okay.
That is a tough one. The only thing that I can think about is when I was in Mississippi, I really didn't feel like I had much support. My family was here, and all that was there was his family. I didn't have no friends. I really felt like all I could do was depend on him, and I hated being in that position. So what I did, I just went out and got it. He didn't have a consistent income, so I got to the place to where I knew what I could do was depend on me and God. Even if he was there or if he wasn't, as long as God kept giving me strength and ability, I went out and got it for myself. I wasn't waiting on anybody else to come rescue me or look for me or pat me on the back or anything like that. I went and got my bachelor's. I went and got 2 jobs. I just went and did what I had to do, working overnight, then getting off and going to another job in the morning. I don't know. It's not to say, and then I eventually got myself in therapy, so which is a support as well. I I knew that I always had my family, but we had moments where we weren't communicating or where we were estranged because of him. So my support system was weak, and the only thing that I knew to do was to just keep moving forward and trying anyway. I It's kind of tough to answer that question because everybody is different and
Yeah.
everybody's motivation is different. But for me, what motivates me is that I know that has to be something better out there. And the only way through a storm is to keep on going. In my mind, I couldn't just sit there. I couldn't just, wait. Although I may want it or although I may need that from other people,
hmm
it doesn't support can come in many different ways. It really doesn't mean that it just has to come from family. You can build your own support. You can find different communities to join. You can find support groups. You can, like I said, therapy. You can join a gym, or you can join like a fitness club or a running club, or whatever your interest may be. You can join a club and find support in that as well. You don't just have to look for it in one place, because the place that we tend to look for it in may be the one that disappoints us the most. So I just say, seek God and just, well, whatever you believe in, and just branch out and see what's there and what's around you. Find support in multiple different areas, because you just never know. Sometimes your biggest supporter is somebody that you haven't even met yet. And remember that you haven't even met everybody that you're going to meet yet. You never know who your support is. It could be you could meet them tomorrow.
That's true. Yeah. I mean, I agree with everything you said. Um. Yeah. Mama poured into it too. Yeah. I mean, you have to choose yourself first and foremost, and depend on God for your support system. It's much easier said than done, absolutely, but it can be done through Christ who strengthens you. That's
Agree.
true. I mean, I'm trying to think, and I'm not trying to sound cocky. I'm not trying to sound, um, yeah, I'm not trying to sound like I'm better than anybody, but I haven't experienced a situation where my family was holding me down or were holding me back. So I'm trying to find a way to besides what you already said, I'm trying to find a way to. I guess I would think about how I would feel if my family was holding me back. I would have to, like Mama said, put me first. At the end of the day, whether I get somebody to lay down with or not, I can lay down with myself. I got to wake up with myself. I mean, I I know the saying of when people say, uh, "Born alone, die alone." I came alone, well, I'm leaving here alone.
Mm-hmm.
So it's who I look at in the mirror. You know, whether you got the support system or not, whether you're strong or weak, you have to pull from the strength that that God deposited you when He made
Mm-hmm.
you. Uh, he equipped us with everything that we need. We just gotta find the avenues to achieve it and get to it. Like that you said, it's support groups. Uh, Sometimes church family can be better family than your real family. Sometimes, like like they should say, you never know who you're gonna run across. That will be your biggest supporter. Mama said, "You have a great support system. We love you so much, and we will always be here for you until my dying day." Facts, we're gonna be here for you. Now, you probably don't know Michelle, but she ET Kansas City.
Okay.
What about the reverse? I'm saying you have a strong family core and support. Never mind. No, see, yeah, that's what I'm saying. In reverse, if I didn't, that's what I would have to gravitate towards. I know it's easier said than done, but the thing about us, we have us being how we was raised, our culture background. We have to lean on it. It's in us. I mean, it's just in us. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
so I would most definitely lean on that background that I have, knowing that yes, uh, I might feel like my family is holding me up from something, or my support system is weaker. I might have to truly depend on God with everything. In a way, that's what I'm doing right now. It's expected to have strong values, right? So I mean, it all goes back to trust in God, which, like I said, I'm everybody know I'm an open book. I tell y'all what I'm going through. Uh, I'm learning how to trust God in ways I never expected. But reality is things are not always simple. No, it
It's
ain't
not
never.
simple.
It really ain't never simple.
Mm-mm.
Because the crazy part about it, if it was simple, we could do it ourselves. We wouldn't need God. It's the reason why we're going through what we're going through, so we can depend on Him. Because He really
Mm-hmm.
looking back on the sideline like, hey, you running the mile, and that's not what I need you to do. I just need you to trust me. You ain't got to run the mile.
Yeah. It does sound simple. It does sound easy when you're on the outside of it, but there were a lot of days I was lonely with somebody laying beside me or with in a room full of people,
Yep.
lonely. And I still had to make that decision every day that I want better for myself. I wasn't always in a position to get up and move the way I wanted to, or I wasn't always in a position to distance myself from there. So I just kind of had to keep praying myself through it until he opened the door for me. So it is going to be hard days. I don't know your story and I don't know exactly what you're going through or where you are. If you can create some distance, but going back to the putting yourself first comment, you have to, and that can look And that can look a lot of different ways, whether that's cutting off communication completely or distancing yourself or slowly cutting communication off. There's a lot of different resources. I don't want anybody to ever feel like they have to put up with anything, even if it's from their family. There's so many different companies and organizations that are willing to uh help people out, that'll pay for you to have a place to stay if you're trying to get away from toxic environments, that'll give you some food and shelter or help you to put some money in your pocket, whatever the case may be. There are so many different resources. We just don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. We just don't know what our resources are until we tap into them. So I would just say Google, get on Google and find what resources are in your area. And it's gonna take some trust, because these are ultimately strangers, but use your resources. Since I am in the counseling field, and I see clients, I tell them all the time to use your resources, because people aren't always in the best circumstances and conditions. I'm not gonna pretend I know anybody's life. But I will always say to use your resources. There are so many different companies and programs that are out here just with money that they have to spend with different grants. You just never truly know. And it's not until that you take that first step or you take that walk to realize now there's this whole community, there's this whole group of support, or there's this whole door or opportunity that's open to me. And again, it does sound easier said than done. It's going to take many steps, not just one, but it'll be worth it in the end.
It's gonna be worth it. It's gonna be worth it. Yeah, I just feel like it all boils down to. I'm trying to see how I can say this without, because I know it boils down to it boils down to your trust in God. But people who don't believe in God or higher powers, it's gonna be tough.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be it's yeah it's life is life. Sometimes life it be lifing, and
Yep.
you got to take it one step at a time. Really, shoot, life was hard for me one time. I was like, I got to take it second by second, breath by breath, just to get my head from sinking sand or drowning. You got to take it moment by moment and put one foot in front of the other and keep pushing.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it really boiled down to.
Yeah. If it's
Uh,
about Go ahead. If
no,
it's about having somebody around, there are so many support groups. Even if you just, even if it's like a AA or NA meeting, you can tell them I'm not an addict, but I just need some support. I just need a group. If it's grief support, or if it's just whatever the story may be, or whatever the circumstance may be, there's so many different support groups, and some of them are live. You don't even have to go anywhere. And it just provides you with a sense of purpose and hope, knowing that somebody is out there that cares about you, or that's going to keep you accountable, and it does not have anything to do with who you were raised around or this one little circle. You don't even have to keep attending the same group. You can bounce around until you find something that makes you comfortable.
yep, that's absolutely correct. I feel like that was the right way to sum all that up. It's
Yeah,
good.
but
It's gonna be
keep your head up.
you most definitely keep your head up, because if you don't, sure, I had a moment today, and they should help me out. Uh, we all need, and your support system can look. I believe you said this. It can look different from just being your family. You can have your
Hmm.
friends. You can have, like you said, support groups. Build, if you have to, build your own. version of
Yeah.
your support system. It may be your coworker, and a lot of times, some of your closest friends or closest associates will be a better suit for a support system. It ain't always got to be your blood, and like I said, it's easier said than done. But it ain't always got to be your blood. Your support system should look like what you allow and what you create at the end of the day. If I didn't have the whites, I would need a strong uh, male centered support system. That's how I feel. You know, uh, some like minded, and then some people that's a couple levels ahead of me. Uh, Iron sharpens iron, but that's just I'm really just talking. But I just feel like your support system should look exactly how you feel like it should look, and
Mm-hmm.
it may take a case for God for you to cut some of your family members off. He said, "I got you, little bro." Right. Mama said, "I thank God for the sisters that He had given me who are not my biological family." Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. 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 Mama got some sisters that's not blood, but they my aunties. You know,
Mm-hmm.
they should got some friends that's not blood. She got some homeboys. She got her homeboys. The photographer dude. He ain't blood,
That's my
but he
bestie.
family.
He is
Exactly.
family.
Exactly. So whoever need to hear it, let them know that it's
Mhm.
possible,
Yeah.
and it's a way. It's a way to. God will provide if you ask Him. That's the thing.
Yep.
We have
Ask him.
to we have to ask Him and then allow Him to actually do what He's supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
That's bottom line. Um,
Yep.
we can pray for a blessing, and He ready to give it to us, but we have to be open with the capacity to receive the blessing.
Yep.
I don't know where that came from, but I just said it. And it's for somebody out there. But
Yep.
but yeah, it might feel like a uphill battle, but it's yours for the asking. Right, right, mama. But it is a scripture that say, "I look to the hills for which cometh my help.
Knowing
All my help come from
the Lord.
God, big God, not little God. There's a lot of little ones out here,
Not the little G, big one.
not the little G, big G.
I also would say,
You talking like your grandpa now?
I also would say that and sometimes your support system is not going to look the same as you progress. There have been a lot of people that helped me in certain seasons
That's
and they
that's
serve
rich.
their purpose,
That's dope.
but I don't I can't say that they are supporting me now or that they are in my inner circle now, but they serve their purpose.
Yep, I agree with that. Cause I got some homeboys that a few years ago I was with them every single day. Them my dogs. No, I ain't talking now. They served their purpose.
Hmm.
You know, dog, that was real. I never did think about that till you said that.
Hmm.
And I feel like that goes even deeper than that. That's what it's just people. It's just people here for a season.
Hmm.
I mean, really, we all here for a season. But you know what I mean. Season of people, yes, season of people,
The Bible talks about seasons.
yes. And boy, it goes deep in it too. And it's season to live, season to die,
Hmm.
season to laugh, season to cry, season for happiness, season for you know. That's how life is. We operate in seasons,
Hmm.
but we just got to recognize the people who are here for the season and who here really for the long haul.
For such a time as this, yes,
Exactly.
it's a season, and
It's a
this too
season.
shall pass.
It's a season. Yeah. Old girl I was with for up to 11 years. There was a season.
A season.
There was a season, and we take that and we run with it.
Hmm.
And what do seasons do? Change, boy.
Like clockwork.
Hey,
We
real
we
quick.
feel like we're going back into winter. We've been feeling like we've been going back into winter, but we progress in the spring.
Yep.
There's an appointed time and an appointed season for everything, which means that every season has a begin date and an end date. It has to end.
Yep. And what I'm learning, I just watched a sermon called "Necessary Endings." It's some things that we go through. It is necessary for us to go through the depth of it.
Mm-hmm.
There's relationships, career changes. That's all across the board. It has to, with elevation,
There has to come some isolation.
isolation, which means something will have to die off.
Mm-hmm.
God not finna bless you with a new position, a new car, better pay, whatever it might be for you, if you still got that baggage from what He was trying to teach you 5 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
It's necessary for it to end. Some things is necessary for your progression. It's not even the crazy part about it. We're not even gonna look at it like it's for our good because we're human.
Right.
Everyone is not meant to be with you forever. No. So in our human mind state, it's like, oh, I'm gonna have to cut this person off, or I'm gonna have to cut this job off, or I'm gonna have to push the plate back. I'm gonna have
Mm-hmm.
to change something up. And it might hurt. It might cut. And you might just bleed. But when we lean into the author who is writing our story, when we lean into God and really get into what He wants us to do, it's all going to align. The necessary end is going to have to happen, but we have to allow it. If we don't, we're going to be stuck in the same situation, in the same rut, in the same cycle.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, trust in God. I trust in God, my Savior, the one
Who would never,
who will never
never,
fail.
never, never fail.
And when you think about it, He will never fail. That's the only person that will never fail.
Never. He's gonna start preaching, y'all. Watch.
No, I ain't. It's already getting hot. I don't, I don't see how Bishop do it. But anyway, uh, but yeah, it would align in God's perfect will. Thank you. Yep. And that's where we all should strive to be, in God's perfect will. One thing my mama told me, and she was talking to me relationship wise, but she was saying that I apply to my life ever since she told me, God will not allow. He will not. No, she said God will not add sorrow to what He bless you with.
Yep.
If it come from God, it ain't gonna be no sorrow added to it. It's not gonna be no confusion. It's not gonna be. To be honest, you won't have to settle for nothing.
Mm-mm.
If 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 it's truly from God, like I was telling Kitty and her husband, that everything aligned, because that's truly who God had for her.
Mm-hmm. What I say earlier, why settle for a shack when he got a mansion? He's preparing a mansion.
She told me the earlier day, and I was like, man, I'm over here trying to work, and she gave me over here crying. But yeah, Hey, it's real talk. Why settle for a shack when you got a whole 10-bedroom mansion? The guy is preparing, and the crazy part about it, the secret is, it's already prepared.
Mm-hmm.
We just got to walk into it. He trying to give us the keys to what he already prepared for us, but like it goes back to having the capacity to even grasp what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
We have to let it go. We have to let certain things go to progress and move on. And with that being said, we're gonna let y'all good people go. Dacian, thank you so much for coming on.
You're welcome.
This can't be your last time on here. They love you already. Um, but yeah, I think I'm gonna try to get Deja
For sure, for sure.
and I'm trying to get Deja on the next one, and then by then I should have my stream set up so I can have more people on here. But you have to take care of the shack until you get the mansion.
Yeah.
Boy,
You
that's
gotta
real
be a
too.
good steward.
Yeah, that's true too. Because that's another thing. He ain't finna bless you with nothing, and you can't maintain the shack. That's that's
Mm-hmm.
that's a whole nother boy, another spiel.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I guess by then I should have my StreamYard stuff up so I can have a full panel like I want, and I'm gonna have men and women. Yeah, I do some. Yeah, that's gonna be wild. But yeah, I'm losing my voice. I've been talking for.
Wow.
Add me to the panel. Lord Jesus. My mama, Lord. Nah, I'm going to add you, mama. But nah, it's been real. Like I said, thank you again, Dacian.
Mm,
Kitty, take care of yourself. We love you. We love you too, Dacian. Uh, yeah, Kitty, get well. And we'll see y'all again.
feel better.
All right.
Bye,
Faith
y'all.
over few, rule over many. I know that's right.
Yep.
Yeah, buddy.